So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Wilson. The loop, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
It's caught, and it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his Wilson. Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football. Lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They go play action with Wilson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Wilson. This is the tight end fan.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
They'll look to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And now look at him go. The 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, McPherson on to keep this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught by Edwards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll run left with Pollard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Pollard again.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now a handoff as they run left side. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, third and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Prater on to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Next to score, Cardinals 23, Seahawks 22.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
McPherson's kick is good.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 5.
Seahawks 25.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything different.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
2nd and 15.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And now here's a carry heading left. Powers through him. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
Powering his way forward. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
0-0. Undercrush. No. Off.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Wilson.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 35 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And powering through at the 35.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st down, Pollard. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Pollard, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock.
Seahawks 28.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Very short kick, taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Wilson. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw it. Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Murray to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down and 3.
To throw is Murray. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now Murray. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So it's a win here.